Hi there, welcome back to Top Infomo's channel. Released nearly 30 years ago, The Addams Family remains a beloved classic that has captured the hearts of multiple generations. In this video, we'll take a look at the talented cast that brought these iconic characters to life and see where they are now. Okay, let's get started. Angelica Huston as Morticia Addams. Angelica Huston began her acting career in the late 1960s. Over the course of her career, Huston has appeared in many successful films, including The Addams Family, where she played Morticia Addams at the age of 40. Known for often portraying eccentric and distinctive characters, she has received multiple accolades, including an Academy Award. Now, 71, Huston is mainly working behind cameras as a director. Raul Julia as Gomez Addams. The Puerto Rican actor Raul Julia played Gomez Addams in the film when he was 51 years old. During his acting career, Raul Julia earned critical acclaim throughout his career and was the recipient of several awards, including a Tony Award and a Golden Globe Award. He passed away in 1994 at the age of 54 due to complications from a stroke. Christopher Lloyd as Uncle Fester Addams, Gordon Craven. Christopher Lloyd is a talented actor who has appeared in numerous films and TV shows throughout his career. However, his role as Uncle Fester in the Addams Family movie franchise is one of his most iconic performances that many people remember him for. Then he was 53 years old. Now, at the age of 84, he continues to work steadily in film and television. Jimmy Workman as Pugsley Addams. Jimmy Workman made his acting debut in 1988 in the comedy film Heartbreak Hotel, then became popular for his portrayal of the mischievous and creepy younger brother Pugsley Addams in The Addams Family when he was 11 years old. Now at the age of 42, Workman already retired from acting and began a career working behind the camera on the technical staff of film and television production. Judith Malina as Grandmama. Judith Malina was an accomplished actress and theater director who had been active in the industry for over 5 decades before the release of the Addams Family movie in 1991. In this film, she played Grandmama when she was 65 years old. She continued to direct and perform with the Living Theater until her death in 2015, aged 88. Karel Struiken as Lurch. The Dutch actor Karel Struiken had already established himself as a character actor with several notable film and television appearances to his credit, including Ewoks: The Battle for Endor 1985 and Twin Peaks 1990, before he landed the role as Lurch in The Addams Family. Then he was 43. Now, 74. He is still acting and currently living in the United States. Christopher Hart as Thing. Christopher Hart is not primarily known as an actor, but rather as a magician, comedian, and performer. He is especially famous for his role as the Thing in the 1991 movie The Addams Family, where he played Thing. Then he was 30 years old. Now, 62, Hart is still active in his profession and has also worked on various art-related projects. Elizabeth Wilson as Abigail Craven. Playing the supporting character Abigail Craven in the film is the late actress Elizabeth Wilson, who was then 70 years old. By the time she was cast in The Addams Family, Elizabeth Wilson had already established herself as a reputable character actress in Hollywood. In 2015, at age 94, Wilson died at her home in New Haven, Connecticut. Dana Ivey as Margaret Alford. The 5-time Tony Award nominee for the work on Broadway, Dana Ivey appeared in the film as Margaret Alford, a small character when she was 50 years old. Now, at the age of 81, Ivey is still active in acting. appearing in multiple movies and television shows. Paul Benedict as Judge George Womack. In 1991, Paul Benedict starred in The Addams Family as the grouchy Judge George Womack. Then he was 53 years old. He appeared in popular TV series like The Good Doctor and The Jeffersons, as well as in acclaimed films like The Secret of My Success and This Is Spinal Tap. Benedict passed away in 2008 at the age of 70. Mercedes McNabb as Amanda Buckman. Mercedes Alicia McNabb played the role of Amanda Buckman in the film when she was 11 years old. Before that, she had a few minor roles in TV shows. After the film released, she continued her acting career and also had roles in movies like Hatchet 2 and The Dark Room. McNabb has since retired from acting in 2011. Now, 43, she works as a makeup artist. Dan Hedaya as Tilly Alford. Dan Hedaya played the role of Tilly Alford in the 1991 film adaptation of The Addams Family when he was 51 years old. Hedaya's portrayal of Tilly adds a sense of comedic relief to the film, as his character is often seen scrambling to keep up with the eccentricities of the Addams family. Now, he is 82 and seems to be in his semi-retirement from acting. John Franklin as Cousin Ed. Before attending the film, John Franklin had made a name for himself with his roles in horror films, such as the role as Isaac Croner in the 1984 horror film Children of the Corn. In The Addams Family, John Franklin took the role as Count Sinnott. Then he was 32 years old. Now, 63, Franklin is mainly working as a writer and an occasional actor. Christina Ricci as Wednesday Addams. Christina Ricci's career really took off after starring in the 1991 movie The Addams Family as Wednesday Addams. At that time, she was just 11 years old. Since then, she got a lot of offers in both movies and television shows. Now, at the age of 43, Ricci goes on to act in many films and television shows, and she prefers characters with a dark edge in independent productions. And that's all for our video today. I hope you find this interesting. If you have any questions or recommendations, leave a comment in the section below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Thanks for watching. Have a nice day.